and girls. We are going to begin from where we ended yesterday, and we're going to begin with lesson 2. But before you go to lesson 2, we are going to look at the numbers that most of you sent to me that you will need some help. So here are some of them. 1, we had a semicircle in our activity. And remember the question. The question was, find the perimeter of the figure. And the figure you are seeing is a semicircle. And the formula for getting the perimeter of the semicircle, we just look at the semicircle itself and we look at this. A semicircle has got the diameter and the arc. That is why we say perimeter equals diameter plus arc. Diameter plus arc. This is the diameter and this is the arc. And remember, we have the diameter, but we don't have the arc. So you first of all come down and look for the arc. Come down and say perimeter, arc. Get the arc and say arc equals a half pi d. Where by the pi we are supposed to use is 22 out of 7. We come down and now we substitute. The half will come here times the pi. We said we shall use 22 out of 7 is here, times the diameter, which is 21. I think you can see it here. It is 21. From there, we went ahead and we simplified the number. We say we divided this. We divided the 22 and then this 2. We used the 2 by 2 here. 1 by 2, 11 by 7, 1 by 7, 3. So when we come here, we remain with 1 times 11 times 3. Are we together? So when we multiply all this, we shall come to 33. And 33 will be our arc. Okay? From there we shall now, since we have now got the arc, we shall now get back to our formula for getting perimeter. And we say perimeter equals the diameter, we said it is 21 plus the arc, which you have just got, is 33. So we shall count the perimeter and say perimeter equals 54. Now that was activity 1. Then we shall come to number 2, which most of you say that, some of you say that we need some more clarifications. We have this figure. We have this. This is a square and we have a quadrant. But we are looking at the sides. This one here, when you are looking at this perimeter, we say perimeter equals length. Where is the length? The length is here plus the width. This one here plus again the length from here up to here, which is this one here, plus the arc, which is this one. Remember, we have this length, we have this width, we have this length, and we have this arc. We are lacking the arc. So we come down and find the arc first of all, and the arc is formed on a quadrant. So we say arc equals a quarter to pi r. Okay? Now, which pi are we going to use? We are going to use our pi of 22 out of 7. We come here and make some substitutions. A quarter times 2 times 22 out of 7 times 7. We simplify. We began by 2. By 2, we first of all got 2 here. By 2, 1. By 2, 1. By 2, 11. By 7, once. By 7, once. Now, when we multiply the remaining, if we multiply 1 times 1 times 11 times 1 centimeter, we shall get 11 centimeters as the arc. So, let's get back to the formula for perimeter. Perimeter, we said, is equal to length. Is equal to length plus width plus length plus arc. Now, here we are saying, from here, if you look at this, these symbols show, they show that these sides are equal. Now, if this is 7, this will be 7, this is 7, and this is 7. Okay? So, what is the length of this side? If this is 7, this one here, this part here will be 7. This one here will be 7, and also from here to here is also 7. Now, when you add 7 plus 7, you are, if you add 7 plus this 7, you are going to have 14. Now, from here up to here is 14 centimeters. That is why I put here 14 as this length here, plus width, which is 7, plus also this length here, which is 7 because the sides are equal. If this is 7, also that is 7. Plus the arc, which we have just got here, and it is 11 centimeters. So, if you add all that, you are going to get 14 plus 7. We shall have 21 plus 7, 28. Now, 28 plus 11, we shall get 39. And that is our answer for number 2. Number 3, we have this figure here. This figure, we say perimeter, we look at the sides. Perimeter equals width plus length plus width plus the arc. I think I see it here. Arc equals, we have this width is 8, this is 28, and this is 8. But we don't have the arc. And this arc here is got from a semicircle. So we say arc of a semicircle. Arc of the semicircle equals a half pi d. Come down and now substitute. This is now a half times the pi we are using 22 out of 7 times the diameter, which is 28 centimeters. When we simplify, we get divided here by 2 once, by 2, 11. By 7 once, by 7, 4. So here we shall have 11 times 4 centimeters. And if you multiply, you will get your arc. You will get your arc as 44 out of 7. We shall now come and now we find our perimeter, because now everything is there. This was the one missing, but we have now got it. It is now here. So we shall now go to perimeter equaling to, the width here is 8. The width is 8 because this is 8. This is 8 plus 28 plus again the width, which is 8, plus the arc, which is 44 centimeters. When you add 8 plus 28, we shall get 36. 36 plus 8, we shall get 44. 44 plus 44, we shall get 8 centimeters. So, boys and girls, we are going to look at something else, and that is finding the radius of a circle when circumference is given. This is very simple because you have all these formulas here. Boys and girls, here we are. This is what we are going to look at today. We are going to look at this. And our simple subheading is finding radius of a circle when circumference is given. So we shall straight away come to our example 1. The question is, find the radius of a circle whose circumference is 44 centimeters. If you want to find the radius and they have given you the circumference, what did you do? You are going to employ the formula for circumference. And earlier on, you were given the formula for circumference, and we said circumference equals pi d. Circumference equals pi d. And we said that one diameter has got 2 radii, and we said this phrase equals, instead of putting there a d, you can now put there 2r. And then you modify and say circumference equals 2 pi r. And now, this is the formula we are going to use as the formula for circumference as far as this question is concerned. Why are we using this question? Why are we going to use this formula for circumference? Because what is in the question is radius. If it was diameter, we could have used this one here. So, boys and girls, these are the formulas for circumference, but we are going to use this one here. So, we are now going to answer our question, which is asking for radius given the circumference. And here, they have said circumference equals 2 pi r. But the circumference is the one which is given in the question. So you are going to begin with the one that they're asking for. You are going to begin with this. We are going to begin by saying 2 pi r equals circumference. Why are you doing this? Because circumference has been given. Now, let's begin answering this. So we shall say 2 pi r equals circumference. Why are we putting circumference this way? Because circumference has been given and we are looking for r, which is representing radius. So we shall go ahead and say 2. And the pi that we are going to use, we shall use our pi of 22 out of 7. We have 22 out of 7 and then 3.14. So we are going to use this one of 22 out of 7 for this case. So this is 2 times 22 out of 7, which is our pi, times r, which we are looking for, equals the circumference which is given. It is here. So this is now 44 centimeters. We shall now move on and simplify. 2 times 22 times r, it will give us 44r out of 7 equals 44 centimeters. When you reach here, you are supposed to remove 7 by multiplying it on either side. So we shall say 7 times 44r out of 7 equals 44 centimeters times 7. By 7 once, by 7 once. So this will now be 44r equals 44 centimeters times 7. When you reach here, you are supposed to make r the subject because it is the one they're asking for. They're asking for the radius, which is represented by r. So we shall eradicate, we shall remove 44. by dividing it on either side because it is our coefficient in this case. So we shall say 44r out of 44 equals 44 centimeters times 7 out of 44. By 44, once 44, once 44, once 44, 1. Come here and say R equals 1 centimeter times 7, and therefore R equals 7 centimeters. This is our radius. Number 2. Here we are. The question is, a circular tank has a circumference of 264 centimeters. Calculate its radius. We shall bring in the formula for circumference like we did here, but begin with 2 pi r. Then circumference at the end. Reason, because circumference is given. So this is 2 pi r equals circumference. This is now 2 times the pi we shall use in this one here of 22 out of 7. So 2 times 22 out of 7. We are looking for r, so it remains the way it is with the circumference of 264 centimeters. We shall go ahead and multiply 2 times 22 times r. This is 44 r out of 7 equals this one we shall have 264 centimeters. It will remain the way it is. Remove 7 by multiplying it on either side. Okay? Remove it by multiplying it on either side. And this will now be 7 times 44r out of 7 equals 264 centimeters times 7 centimeters. We are now going to divide by 7, once by 7, once. So here we shall have 44r equals 264 centimeters times 7 centimeters. Boys and girls, I hope you are following this. And when you are writing your work, write your work neatly, and when you are working out, make sure your equal signs are maintained in the straight line. Okay? Neatness is emphasized here. So we shall now divide both sides by the coefficient, and our coefficient in this case is 44. So you divide either side by 44 because it is the coefficient. So this will now be 44r out of 44 equals 264 centimeters times 7 centimeters out of 44. By 44 once, by 44 once. Let's come here and divide. By 2 you shall have 22. By 2 once. Divide digit by digit if you want to make it simple. By 2, 3. By 2 here, 2. By 2 here you shall get 11. By 2 here, 6. Remaining 1. Put this one, the remainder here to make 12. 12 divided by 2, we shall have 6. So by 11 once, by 11 we shall have here 6. So the radius equals 6 centimeters times 7. We are moving. Okay. When you multiply 6 centimeters times 7, we shall have our radius as 42 centimeters. This is what the question has been asking for. So, with that class, I'm going to give you some work and you answer. If you answer, after answering, take a picture of the activity that you have answered, then send it to my WhatsApp number. I'm going to mark it, and I tell you I tell you how you have gone about it. And my WhatsApp number is down the screen, so you will use it and send to me the work. I look at it and we move on. So let me give you some work and you do it. So try that and do like I told you. And this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for watching. May God bless you.